Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Shex KE, and once again I've got a guest on my show today. You've seen her. You probably watched some of her videos on YouTube and her podcasts.
Yep.
Welcome.
Yay. Hi guys, my name is Paulette. I am a Kenyan nurse. I'm currently living in the UK together with this guy. I have a podcast as well as a YouTube. It's called Motherhood in the Diaspora. You can find it on all podcasts like Apple, Spotify, name it all. Find it there. Make sure you subscribe to this guy's channel and my guy's channel.
Alright, so just for the introduction, what exactly do you do in the UK? And which part of the UK? Are we in Wales or are we in England at the moment?
We are currently in England. I'm living in Shrewsbury.
Right.
Yeah. So
is it
that's
not
right.
in Wales?
No, it's not in Wales. It's actually like at the border, literally the border. It's just a few minutes to Wales, though. Yeah.
Right. Okay, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So
Really?
because I'm from Chester coming down this way, so
You passed
I
through some
went.
places.
Yes,
Exactly.
I passed through Wrexham, and
Yes.
Wrexham is in Wales.
Exactly. So we are like, how many? 10 minutes to Wrexham, so we are literally at the border.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. How's it been?
So far so good. I really can't complain.
Yeah.
It's been going now to a full 2 years, so I can say it's literally quite good so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any regrets? Come on. Come on.
What kind of question? Well, obviously to start with, there were some regrets.
Okay.
But with time, you learn to live with it and you learn to work around it, especially when it comes to not having family around.
Yeah.
And then the extra expectations that you had versus vitu kwa ground, it's a little
Vitu kwa
bit
ground is different.
Lord, it's a little bit different. Good thing is, after some time, once you adjust, it becomes a little bit good. Yeah.
People are really complaining. People are complaining about the UK. Come on. People are complaining. The money is too little, they say, not me.
I'm sure if you're an internet person, you've seen some of the strikes that have gone on in the UK. So we are not the only ones who are being affected by what's going on in the UK. It's literally everyone who is feeling how hard it is being in the UK. Then remember, you are coming in the UK as an adult. You're not coming as a teenager. So you've already sorted out some little bit of parts in your life in your previous country. So when you are coming to the UK, you're thinking, where I was, I'm going to a country where I'm going to elevate within a few weeks or a few months. Only for you to come here and realize you're going to start from before you go to where you're comfortable. And then when you're comfortable, before you get another few years where you can say you're living a little bit of luxurious life.
Right.
The expectations, you have to reduce them a little bit. But it gets better, I can assure you it gets better.
Personally, I think coming to the UK was a very good decision that I made. But I think we deserve to get a bit more. And that's what actually the unions are fighting for.
True.
Right?
True.
True. Right.
Mm.
So you came here, when did you come to the UK?
I came to the UK, God, pregnancy went with my memory.
Oh my.
2021 in
2020.
September. Yeah.
2021 in September. So I
Yes.
came in June of the
June.
same year. Yeah.
I think that was the period where most of the people were coming to the UK as well.
Right.
During the COVID period and after the COVID period, we literally came a lot of people in the UK. And we are still encouraging more of you to come. We need more people in here.
Yes,
we need
please.
more Kenyans.
We are really short-staffed. We need you.
We need you, to be honest. Don't listen to all those yappies about money, not being this, no what. At the end of the day, we are here. We've not gone back home.
Exactly.
There are advantages of being in this place.
There is not one single person coming from Kenya, Nigeria, Zimbabwe, Ghana that has gone back to their countries because of all the challenges that we are facing in this place. Come on, let's appreciate the NHS is doing wondrous works. It's really amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, talking of the NHS, I think I've spoken about this in my YouTube and podcast as well. I've been on unpaid maternity leave for 1 year. Tell me which country you can be on unpaid maternity leave with all these bills, and you're still comfortable and you're not stressed.
Let's just go back. Let's just go back.
Oh,
So you
no.
came to the UK pregnant.
Yes, I did.
How old was the pregnant by the time in September of 21 when you?
I'd like
came
to
the
estimate
UK?
and say gestation was about 7 to 8 weeks pregnant. So it was about. Let me say
Estimate?
6 to 8.
Estimate?
Leave me alone. Let me say 6 to 8.
Now
Let me
this
say
is
6
this
to
is
8
getting
weeks.
interesting. This is getting interesting. Estimate.
Leave me alone.
Did you know? Did you know? Did you find out that you're pregnant in the UK or in Kenya? Come
Thank
on.
goodness I found out in Kenya. But
Okay.
I found it out way later when the visa was there, the air ticket was there,
Okay.
my partner's process was done, and the travel period was I think it was in 8 days. And we were like, so am I going to cancel the visa process, the COS, the job, all the accommodations during the COVID period? Am I going to cancel all that? Yet, it's just a few weeks pregnancy. So I said, nah, I would rather go with it, deal with the consequences of my choices, and then I'll settle down, rather than stay in Kenya. I've already resigned in my previous Kenya job.
God, yeah.
Start looking for a job. And you
Yeah.
know, most people in Kenya don't like inviting pregnant women as employees because they know
No.
you're going to go on maternity leave and you're going to want to work few hours and stuff. So I was like, because everything happens for a reason, maybe my child was supposed to be born in the UK, so let me just go with it. And that is what we did, and we are here. My child is now
Now
10
you're
months
here.
old.
You came to the right. So you're pregnant. You've actually been pregnant for the entire of your pregnancy. You've been in the UK.
Yes,
I'm
majority
comfortable
of
to say
it.
that.
Yes, I would say yeah.
And so you went through the whole OSCE program, the whole induction, and so did you have any problems with your pregnancy, or was it eventful, or how was it?
Let me just say thank God and thank to the ancestors. My pregnancy was very smooth, and I worked all through without any problems until the 39th week, where the problems began.
39th week, that's until when you were
39th
termed.
week, until when I was termed. I remember the last shift I went to, the nurses didn't want to work with me because they were like, you will literally give birth here, go home. I was energetic, never had issues, never had anything at all. But during the delivery process, unfortunately, things went wrong. But
Oh.
the NHS, I'm here, my son is good, we're good, can't complain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which department were you working?
That is a complicated question. But let me just say, I did my interview to come and work in the cath lab. But when I arrived, they realized I was pregnant because I didn't share this with my employer until I did my OSCE. That's when I was like, by the way, now that I'm here, I'm pregnant. There's nothing you can do about it. But I wouldn't tell anyone to do that. Make sure you communicate with them early on. So
Nice.
they put me to a pre-op cardiology ward because cath lab usually has a lot of things to do. You stand for long hours. There are some radiations. Let's just say they took me to a pre-op ward, which was a little bit comfortable for me, and that's where I worked all through.
Right.
Yeah.
Also a pre-op ward. I actually haven't worked in a pre-op ward.
Yeah.
Was there because I understand, because working in the ward, I know how challenging it can
Oh, you
be.
have no idea.
I am a young man
Yeah.
and I get back pains occasionally, not anything serious at all. But now I'm just imagining a pregnant lady right straight from Kenya
Yes.
in a new environment.
Yes.
My God.
Let's just say it's the strength of our ancestors once again. I can't tell you how I did it.
Okay.
But I had to put in mind that I put myself in this situation. And I already knew that I would be on unpaid maternity leave. So whether I get the back pain or not, I needed to save as much as I could. I took the smart shift as well, which was mostly the night shift. And you know, the night shift, there's not that much walking, so that helped with not having too much back pain. I had to talk to my manager, and she had to give me some leeway in some of the things that I couldn't do, which was good. So I couldn't lift the patients, I couldn't do this. But the rest of the things, my body was quite active, and I really didn't feel much.
But it could be quite frustrating, like nurses, we actually like doing everything, don't
Yes.
we? Because I mean, if you're going to ask someone to come and do the lifting, the turning and everything, sometimes it gets frustrating, doesn't it?
It was.
Because you have to wait for someone else to come and do your jobs.
Considering even in Kenya, I was an emergency nurse. By the time I came here, you're already used to doing your own things on your own. Like you used to, when you see a patient, you do things chap chap. You want to get rid of that patient and go.
Right.
Same to the pre-op ward. The patient is coming in so that they can go to the next place, which is the theater or whatever. So you want to do things for this patient as fast as possible, so that by the time the next patient comes in, you've already completed, they've gone. So it's a recurring thing between patients in between. Now, you really have to pray so that you can get a very comfortable place to work in where you can talk to most of your colleagues. That is the main issue with people. You can find colleagues who are very supportive, who don't even have to wait to be told to come and assist you. They just see you and they're like, you just sit down, I'll do it for you.
Fine.
But when you go to another place where people are not that supportive, you might feel a little bit left out, and it might be a little bit hard for you during the pregnancy period. But considering we are strong women, I just did what I had to do at that period. Just as I told you, I can't tell you how I did it, but I just know it happened.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Yeah.
I can see you've got a ring.
Ah,
So at
yeah.
this time, you're in the UK, you're pregnant.
Yes.
You've got a beautiful ring, by
Thank
the
you.
way. Come on, show them.
Put a ring on you.
Oh. But so at this time, you're pregnant.
Yep.
Where's the partner?
Ha! Lord.
Where's the wonderful man? Where is he?
Well, so during that period when we had just found out we were pregnant, he is also a nurse as well, for those who don't know.
Ah.
So he had done his process, and we had both decided to move to the UK. So here the pregnancy is, so let's move. Unfortunately, during that period is when Kenya became, is it a yellow or a red?
Red list.
Can't remember if it's red.
suppose.
Yeah. So in short, nurses couldn't come to the UK anymore freely. You had to go through the government, and it made the situation hard. So
Nice.
I had job offer in Liverpool. My partner had a job offer in Shrewsbury.
Okay.
I was coming in September. My partner was coming in 3 months, if I'm not wrong.
All right.
So that meant we were stuck with job offers which were 2 worlds apart.